Okay, I've done a video on skin tones before, but this is going to be more realistic, I think. Some things I want to point out in this drawing is that everything is very smooth. And to create the smooth texture of the skin, I say that you need some sort of smudging material. The best, I think, for skin is tissue. And all you want to do is spread evenly with your pencil and then smudge. It really is as simple as that. Best pencil I think for your for skin tone is, can I find it? B. If you can focus in on that, there we go. I'm using a Mars Lumograph B. Great thing about a B is that you can make it appear very lightly, as I've done here, and very darkly over here. Something that's very important with skin tones is that it needs to be a lot darker than you would first imagine. So this area here, it actually looks slightly unrealistic. But I can assure you that let me just zoom out. When the hair, say here on the picture, and the eyes and the eyebrows are all there, you'll realise that these are very dark and that the tone here is not dark enough. So maybe some people need the hair to make them realise how dark the skin needs to be, but just one rule I'm going to say is you always need to go darker than you would initially think. Okay, the next thing, I'm not sure how really I'm going to demonstrate this one, but you need to understand that there's never a line on portraits and skin tones. Say here, see there's a line? Well, let me just move the camera over. Well, this line shouldn't really exist. And to get rid of a line, you can either rub it out, or, as I'm doing here, fade it in. And fading it in, you just gently put in more pencil further in to one side of the drawing, or one side of the object. And suddenly there's no line. You might want to go over that line to make it seem like a really deep and dark place. But you definitely don't want a line. It certainly doesn't make things look realistic. See, when I compare it to the drawing, sorry, the photo itself, there is no specific line. It's a dark area that's faded inwards. And that's the same for anything in portraiture, really. You never want to draw a specific line. Here on the edge I've drawn a line, but that's because the shadow is completely on that side and no light is getting to that side of the drawing. And it also creates a good contrast to the white. I think contrast is really important. Some people tend to draw, when they've started doing skin like this, they tend to make everything grey and everything dark, but it's actually very important to keep some parts white. And to keep it white, just get a putty rubber or a normal rubber and find an area of highlight. I'm going to choose this one. Sorry, let me make that sharper. And you're just going to rub out gently. Now, in contrast to either side of here, you can see that the light is definitely hitting this side and the darkness is on this side of the imprint here. So light, darkness, and then more light because this is raised and facing the object that's causing the light. Okay, I just want to reiterate my last point about contrast and using a line. This line here, as you can see, it shouldn't exist again. So as in the picture, the darkness goes upwards. Therefore the light is on, let me think, the light is on this side. And there's a shadow in the crevice in his face. So even though I'm continuing to draw a line, it's going to be darkened upwards. And then when you start doing this, you can realize that you can make the line darker without realizing that it looks unrealistic.